Khazimla siyakwamkela kwiindaba zeMpuma Kapa TV.
Inkosi kakhulu msisi wami. Such an honor to be here.
Khazimla kasixelele kuba umhla wolutsha uthetha ukuthini kuwe yaye ngeyiphi indlela ulutsha olunothi lube lulutho ngayo ekuhlaleni.
So Youth Day is a day that we as a country come and we remember, we celebrate and pay homage to the youth of 1976 and the sacrifices they made while fighting Afrikaans as the medium of instruction in schools. Basibonisile bangaba amandla ngawethu. We have the power to change the universe. We have the power to change the status of our country, really. And I do believe that we are able to, as the youth, to create change. And the most powerful way we can do that is through education and pursuing it the whole way through. Utata Mandela once said that education is the most powerful weapon one can use to change the world. And that's exactly what we can do. By pursuing education, we will be able to liberate ourselves. Back then, people were trying to liberate themselves from the apartheid regime. Today, we are trying to liberate ourselves from poverty and inequality. And to do that, we first have to liberate our minds. And the way we can do that is through education and educating ourselves so that we can make new solutions for the problems that we have in South Africa, so that we can create innovators and really sort the problems out in our country.
Khazimla kasixelele kuba ngeyiphi imiqobo okanye challenges ulutsha olungangawe olujongene nayo yaye ngeziphi indlela ezinothi luncediswe ngalo kule miqobo leyo.
The biggest one I say is unemployment. There is a lot of social ills that we face as the youth. There's poverty, there's inequality, there is unemployment, there's the crime in South Africa, there is Teazi, GBV that is so apparent in our society. There is a substance abuse that is, in a way, it is oppressing us as the youth. So, and all those things come from unemployment, because if you're unemployed, you're not able to find a job, and the way you can't provide for your family, so you are pushed to commit those crimes or to find an escape, if I can say, through drugs, alcohol, and abuse it. And same thing, and we can see it so apparent in our generation. And I really feel that unemployment is the root of most of the social ills that we face in South Africa. And it's such a heartbreaking thing to experience and see that even the people that buy for many degrees and things like that, but they're still sitting at home with no jobs. And I really do appeal that we need to find people that can make more jobs. That's why I say innovators are so important in South Africa.
Kuyavakala Khazimla. Khazimla okugqibela kasixelele ba ngeyiphi indlela ulutsha lwanamhlanje olunothi luyisebenzise ukubhiyozela lamaqhawe athi asweleka ngo-1976 elwela inkululeko lesiphilayo yanamhlanje.
Firstly, we can start by honoring their sacrifices and really know that we have responsibilities, we have rights and responsibilities. To be able to really be grateful for the sacrifices they made, we need to know that our rights comes with responsibilities. And the most recent and most evident way one of the ways is through our voting. We as the youth are the global majority in South Africa, and we have so many people that are in the youth, but still we were the minority when it came to voting. Yes, it is a right to vote, but it's also our responsibility to be active citizens of South Africa so that we can be able to create and mold the future that we want to see. Yes, we see the social ills, we see that there's no jobs, but what are you doing as the youth to make sure that in the future there will be jobs? Did you apply? Did you register to vote? Did you go to the voting polls? Did we do that as the youth? And it breaks my heart to see the statistics on that day. But another way that we can do that is by making sure that we do the most in our education, and also that people that are in social development boards, and I wish to be one of them, so that they can make projects that are focused on the youth, give out statistics, how many people have, and really show us the success stories of the people in South Africa, because there's so much talent and success, but the thing is we don't see it, and therefore we are not inspired by the youth. We know that when I see someone thriving, I get inspired, and in that way, it motivates me about, oh, I can do this too. I can get to the stage where they are, and maybe they have the same passion. Maybe they can collaborate. But if you don't see those success stories as the youth, it becomes harder, because we don't see the representation. We don't see the hope. We don't see the potential that we have. We just see the circumstance and the environment that we're in. And I really believe that as we celebrate Youth Day, we really need to celebrate those success stories, because they are standing on the shoulders of the forefathers that sacrificed so much for us to be where we are, to be in the positions that we are in right now, and to have the successes that we are, so that we can help each other with Ubuntu, with the spirit of Ubuntu, and we can help each other by helping each other up. I always say, Bangaba, the only time you should be looking down on another person is when you're trying to help them up to the same level as you. So we need to, as South Africans, the only time we look down on each other is to help each other up, help each other to success, and not be jealous or have umona towards each other, but celebrate success.